Hey, Restored Church. I'm Peter Fox. I'm one of the pastors here at Steamtown Church, and just want to say hi and thank you guys so much for your generosity. You know, one of the ways that we've seen God work recently in our church is through our Spanish service. The Christian Missionary Alliance has actually given us money to pay a Spanish pastor, which again, what a blessing to be given such generosity by another ministry, even a different denomination. And so we've seen Marcelo Castro and his family come and just start to serve God faithfully in that service with very little help. And in so many months, they're having about 50 people come out to that service. They're gearing up for their public launch. That's going to be in Easter of 2017. And so we're excited about that. We see people come to Christ. We're seeing people serving in different ways and growing. And so we're just so pumped about that and all that God is doing with that ministry. You know, one of the focuses that we have here at Steamtown Church is our Christ Together movement, which is us trying to work together with other churches and ministry partners to ensure that every man, woman, and child has repeated opportunities to hear and see the gospel. And so we've already started to partner with some of those churches. There's about 10 to 12 of us that meet regularly, and we plan and talk about how we can work together to make that happen in the city, because no one church can do it alone. And even just as we've experienced recently, in our time of need, other churches have rallied around us, and we want to do the same for them to help each and every church do their part in reaching and giving every man, woman, and child repeated opportunities to hear and see the gospel. And so we've had some Christ Together events recently where we've had worship nights, where a group of churches have come together just to worship God together, to pray together, to thank Him for all He's done. Last week, we got together with this group of churches. We gathered a bunch of canned goods, a bunch of clothes for kids in schools as the wintertime is approaching, and kids that have needs. And then we also took an offering for a local church plant that just has some financial needs, and we all pitched in and helped them out. And so that's some of the cool things that God is doing in and through Steamtown as we try to be a catalyst for that charge of Christ Together in this area. And Dan and Tim came along in 2010. And, we really just related to those guys. And we're, as you already know, they're awesome, and they're just so passionate about serving God. And then, they set out to plant a church, and we kind of just tried to help support them in that journey. And God's done so much ever since then in their lives and in the lives of Steamtown, and is using them in awesome ways. And so now to see God use you and them in order to help us in our time of need is such a blessing. And so we're thankful and overwhelmed by that. And we really just want to say thank you so much. It's just been so encouraging as we reach out to other churches, as we reach out to people, to see them respond and kind of rally around us and help us in our time of need has just been overwhelming and such a blessing to us. And so thanks again.